Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, Historical Immersion and Bohemia. So a number of months, I think even maybe years have passed between now and the last episode, and it has been quite a peaceful time for Bohemia. We keep getting rid of the war exhaustion. Actually we got rid of it already. What is this? We are losing our great power status. Very interesting. I have strengthened Krauskaya Vojsko by adding 2 more cannon regiments, and I have been investing into numerous territories to make them slightly more developed. Namely, I have been investing into München, which now has a level 4 castle, or actually level 2 castle, which is marked as level 4, called Modern Castle. I'm building a level 6 here and an upgrade to roads. I'm gonna build the church here. I also invested into the northern provinces of Litoměřicko and Boleslavsko, where we are developing now. Hradecko is, I believe, finished. Yes, there's not much to say there. I also am working on upgrading Kutbus, and in the north we are upgrading Mittelmark's castle. In the end, I have decided that we are going to annex Verla and Szczecin, because they are much cheaper than Bosnia and Croatia. And even though it's gonna piss the electors, it's not gonna piss them that much. The ones that vote for us will be willing and able to take that hit. So let's get rid of these 2 small, cheap vassals. So let's annex you and annex you. Come on. Oh, we don't need you there anymore. By the way, I'd like to officially welcome Bayern Ingolstadt between our vassals. They have been most delighted to join the ranks of Emperor's closest. So let's do that. Yes, Vera will be annexed next month, and you will be annexed in how long? 9th of June, okay, in 2 months. We're gonna get one not so great province called Waren, but Szczecin is actually kinda nice, and Pirec is not bad at all. So Szczecin will be developed. We need to build some workshop there, and maybe, even start building a navy here. Because we have some footing in the old Hansa territory, and having ships that could help us with the trade might be nice. We need to decide what to do with Wolfgast though, because they got this province, Stargarder Land, and it's not very useful, but it has to belong to us. So, well, we could threaten war for the province, but first we'll need to build an actual claim on it. And I think that's not a bad idea, because, look at this. We're gonna get Brandenburgian territory here, and this is the only province. It's gonna be like an inland. I think that's not an exclave. It's just an enclave. And I can't really remember what the correct term is. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. I'll remember when you mention that. Otherwise, I'll forget to look into it. As far as our development goes, you can see that the Bohemian and generally the central area is kind of doing good. München, despite our investments, is not doing all that great. The population here is at 19,000, urban gravity currently 21,000, which is gonna get boosted by quite a lot when we finish the castle and the roads. So we could see something like 40, maybe 50,000 people living there. We'll see. The rest I don't really have a plan for as of now. We'll just see. Okay, so what the hell are you? You're part of Waren. Okay. So you guys need roads. That's just how it is. Oh! Scheming bureaucracy! Seizing power? Certainly not. This is simply a normal assumption of the executive office as laid out in Form 32B on the administration of the kingdom, White Paper 4853D on the transfer of power under certain circumstances, as modified by Protective Clause 3, 8 and 12b, Law 48.9, and Edict 3W-4. What is there not to understand? Your Majesty has signed all of them. Kill them. All. Or, well, yes, this seems to be in good order. Wow, that would switch us to Peasant Republic. Unfortunately, I think that might have been interesting, but we have a suspicious martial cleric king who has terrible diplomacy. Quite a lot of martial and decent skill in administration. So kill them all. We did not even lose the stability. That's pretty cool. Wow, nothing happened. We just killed them all. Okay. It cost us a bit of administrative power, but by the way, there's a huge thunderstorm outside, so I apologize if you guys can hear that. It's not as if I planned it, but it kind of gives it a nice vibe while I'm playing and drinking tea and, you know, having fun. Oh wow, Szczecin is actually quite expensive to annex. Should have seen that. Okay, yeah, you can see that nobody really gives a damn that we have annexed Waren. So that's pretty good. And last but not least, we had some cultural change, which kind of threw me off, because Ratibor lost its original culture and became German Silesian. I'm not entirely sure why or what happened there. It just did, so yeah. But not that it matters, really. Our heir, Boleslav, has tragically died, and we got a new heir, Zygmunt. Okay, well, how old is Zygmunt? 0! Okay. I sense a bit of a hostility here between the Queen Consort and Boleslav, but yeah, that's just a suggestion. Well, she's infertile, so we can be happy that we got an heir at all. Okay, well, that means we got a third new leader. František Josef Ashkenazi is a new leader that I have recruited recently when the previous leader has left us. And Petr Waldstein again is a new general that I have recruited when the previous one has left us. And we can really put an arrow to drill here, so I guess we're gonna just recruit another third awful General Wilhelm Spojitz. God damn it. Our army tradition is nothing to be envied, so yeah, but at least, you know, we have a massive, sizable army, and I am happy to say that we are getting very close to 40 army professionalism, which will give us an extra 20% army draw gain modifier, which should put us somewhere to like 1.1. Oh, actually, no. The base value decay. Well, we're getting like 0.6 every year now, so maybe we will get to like 0.75. Would be kind of cool. Can make a state. Interpom. Wow, that's a big one. Or this one, for Pommern. Okay, let's create for Pommern, and that's the most useful one. I guess you can see that. Anyway, Szczecin itself will become an important port for us. I've already started building a workshop here, and we're building a fort. Currently, there's around how many? 16,000 people living there. We're gonna have to work on that. Piric is a Protestant province, but once we get rid of the martial law, we'll get rid of arrest as well, or the heresy as well. Waren is now building a road. We're also building a road in Rupin. We did not have a road there, so that's kind of important to do. Mittelmark with the city Berlin is now at urban gravity 40,000. It would be good to invest here maybe, but not right now. So we have gained access to the sea. I guess with the exception of Nisa, which really should be an exception, we should be kind of cool. We got... Oh, the autonomy here has skyrocketed. Why? Land fortification. Is it the land fortification? I'm not entirely sure. And we get the event of sale of titles. Oh, this is a good one, but... My lord, one of your advisors have suggested selling of titles of nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. It could bring in lots of money and open a way for social advancement for the rich if we do, but it would devalue the idea of nobility and perhaps upset the existing aristocratic families. Should we do this? Well, we can't really piss off greater nobles, I think. How much would... We're suspicious. So let's go with nobility cannot be bought. I guess that makes sort of a sense. Bigger than to sell the titles. We're gonna get +1 stability very soon. Wait, plague information. No. How terrible. Oh no! I was just speaking about army professionalism and now. Game, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? I'm so happy that we did not get this. How much would I get a loan for? 672. Okay, let's stop drilling the armies. See if we can make enough, because we need to fund this. We're suspicious and a martial cleric, so it's 84 per month. Hopefully when this one goes, it's not gonna give me 2 loans, but just 1. 80 gold, 86 gold, 270. We need to hold on 2 more months, come on. And here comes the stability. Wasn't it 13th of January? 15th, okay. So we're back on a +3 stability, which will help greatly. So the development for now will be improve München, improve Szczecin, and improve Bolesławsko and Litoměřicko, so that it's up to par the rest of the central provinces. I also gave an order in Plzeňsko to build the warehouse because they're producing linen, so that should help them, with that. It gives urban 888 this province. Okay, that's nice. I think they could benefit from that. They also got the mine complex, so... Yeah, the development is pretty cool of Bohemia right now. When you look at that, can't really be mad. Kind of like it. Once we're done with those provinces, though, we'll need to further improve the situation in Ostmark and Pest. You guys know that I wanted to build the level 1 capital here. 3,000. Okay. Well, it doesn't really make much of a sense from the standpoint of strategy, but just for the roleplay reasons, we got Bohemia, Pest, Ostmark. Oh yeah, we've done it. Okay, it's just gonna be 1 loan and not 2. But I'd like to have these 3 cities as the capitals. Eventually, maybe going with Mittelmark, München, and Kolozs as further capitals, but not sure right now. Time for some power play. We're going to annex Rus and do whatever we can to vassalize Zeta, as they are on the very border of the Ottoman Empire. And they're also on the border of our territory. They've gained 3 provinces right now, so they're actually kind of valuable. Well, kind of valuable. That's a bit of an overstatement, but we could use them as sort of. Well, I can see us justifying a war with the Ottomans because we want to take these 4 provinces, for example, and have border with our vassal in the future anyway. So let's repay a loan. Repay all loans. We have protected our army professionalism, 38%. Let's annex Rus, which is completely useless vassal. They give us what, like 0.00 something? 0.12. Okay, that's not that useless. Do they at least have... No, it's just woods in the middle of nowhere. Man, what a one province minor. And we'll need to offer you guys an alliance that will bump us really high. Then we'll have royal marriage with you, then we'll proclaim guarantee on you, and that should be enough. And while we're doing that, let's take the first asceticism idea, which is called charitable work. Our religion already emphasizes helping the sick, orphaned, and destitute. By providing some state support for these causes, we work towards the salvation of our souls and gaining the trust of our people. Stability increase interval lowered by 20%. Rus has embraced Renaissance. That's actually kind of nice. And we are at 57%. Wow, that's taking way longer than I expected it to. I thought we'd be done in 1 month. I don't see us really using this province at all. We got Schönberg here and Voitsko here. So actually, I'd like to invest in you guys. You don't have roads, really? Come on, Voitsko. What century is this? You guys got some rural? You do. Okay, so let's contribute manpower to this project. And how are you doing? Schönberg also doesn't have a road. Actually, they don't have a road through Zwickau either. That's just Hepsko having roads. Okay, let's construct roads here. Oh, okay. This is kind of good. It's cheap, it's easy, and you guys will also be super cheap, right? 203 gold, yes. No rural wealth to speak of, and no urban wealth to speak of either, but I'm willing to donate the 50 gold, because, I mean, Schönberg has been a pretty decent province. Yeah, the urban population is growing here. They're at 3.42 thousand here. How's the other city that we have, Regensburg, here? You guys got 22,000. Still no burgers, right? Oh no, yes, we got 3 provinces for burgers. Okay, we got 1 in Schönberg, 1 in Regensburg, and 1 in Praha. So let's develop these provinces as they are the future of our empire. Okay, so Rus has accepted our irresistible proposal of annexation. That's awesome. So we gained another unit, but we can do it. Good. You guys are what? Catholic. That's good. We have converted Pirates, so there should be no heresy in Bohemia. Yes, we're dealing with the heresy as much as we can. There's a war going on, isn't it? Yeah, there's no peace, so... This is the current state. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people voting for us, and that is nice, you know. It's actually pretty nice. Mine's... I could proclaim a guarantee on you, and that would be all that it takes. But I don't wanna. It's too much work. So Zeta, hey, royal marriage? How about that? 140. Do we have improved relations? We do. We can get 255 through that. And then I'll need to do some more proclaiming and guaranteeing and stuff like that. While we work on that, another thing that I wanted to show you was the spread of the globalized... Wow, and then I close it. That's awesome. Globalized trade. You can see it's spreading across the world, but Bohemia, almost all of its central territories, including the northern parts and Oberpfalz, have it. So ain't that just awesome? Still though, it's super expensive to get it. We got what, 3,000 gold requested? Yeah, 3,462 gold. That's just crazy when you think about it. We need to get it down to much more reasonable place. But the most expensive provinces really is Tropau, Horní Lužice, and Zvolen. So Zvolen's already getting it. Tropau should be here somewhere in the north. Wait, here? It's Vojtsko. I don't know where Tropau is. I always seem to forget about that province. But the other one is Horní Lužice, which is here. They have it at 96%. Zvolen has it at 63%. What's next? Wrocław, Lignitz. Yeah. With every single one, we get about 100%. Oh, come on. Szczecin, seriously? You know what? We need to send out some missionaries. We got 5 of them, so let's convert the heretics peacefully. Convert duelists. Convert Protestants. The Protestants, that leaves us with 2. Convert the Reformed Christians. Okay. So, Zeta, how are you doing? We are deeply interested in you. Let's proclaim a guarantee here. It's 157. We need to improve relations. We got a free guy. So that will put us somewhere 270. And then I guess we could just transfer trade power. Why not? Number of countries transfer trade power to Bohemia. Oh, you bastards. Well, we can deal with military access and stuff like that. So that will be nice. I'm looking forward to Zygmunt Kinski getting on the throne. Getting 10 diplomacy points will help us a lot with how behind we are on... Actually, it's not that bad. How's the technology as a whole? Yeah, well, we're not really golden. 32, 41, 43, yeah. 30, 44, 45 with the Ottomans, god damn it. We still cannot figure a way how to break that alliance. That's just sad. Though France seems to be spiraling into debt. If they could spiral slightly deeper, I might be willing to risk it and take them out. That would be kind of interesting. Well, anyway, on that note, I'm going to continue with the Zeta operations. And you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.